Osu Castle. Osu Castle. If I say Osu, it makes it sound something I know in Nigeria, right? So I'm going to say Osu. Osu Castle. And this is my outfit for today. Oh my god, it's a bit dark, but I'm here to wear my shoe, and I just got this bag, and it's my new favorite thing. We're here at the castle. Let's go inside and let us see. People oftentimes confuse ability to make friends, like making friends, and ability to just interact with new people that you just met somewhere. Like people often say, oh, I easily make friends. It's not the same thing. Making friends and being a social person, or being able to easily interact and just meet people and speak to people you just met, they are very different things. So about my time in Osu Castle, oh my god, this was a very emotional tour. At a point I was like, why did I even come here? Because I started to get very annoyed, especially when we saw the place where the slaves were. I mean, definitely it's been years. Slight modification has been made to the castle, but they tried to preserve the particular parts where they kept the slave, because they wanted people to feel exactly how the slaves felt when you step into that room. So this is the room, and you see that top hole is where they throw in food for them from. They use that place as their toilet. And if you see the thickness of the wall of this I call it prison for the slaves, oh my god, it's so thick. There is no way. That's the thickness of the wall. There's no way you'd be able to escape this place. And I wonder, how did they breathe? How did they eat? Oh god, I looked at it and I'm like, sometimes I always used to say, oh god, I wish I was born in those days. I would have loved seeing these things. I wish I was not born in those days. So I'm thankful for when I was born. But it was a nice one. We get to see where Queen Elizabeth, where she stayed when she came to Ghana during the time. I don't know all the details, but I wrote these things down. But when I wanted to compile this video, I couldn't find them anymore. But it's so worth visiting. And to think, there was a church in this building, and some other people were going through that. I always used to ask myself, is it that they didn't feel like, okay, putting some people through that was a sin? Maybe they felt like, it's normal part of life. I don't know what it was, but it's so painful. Well, yeah, back to what I said at the initial point. So on this trip, I met a couple of people at the airport, and we socialized, we started talking, all of that. And while we're talking, one of them was talking about her experience when she traveled to Brazil, how she met one lady at the airport and they became friends instantly, that the connection was instant. Turned out that the lady that she thought was her friend, the lady was actually her friend. They met, was, trying to get access to one of her properties. So when she met her in the airport and they became friends, it was just easy. She was like, wow, what a coincidence. But it was actually a win for the other lady's part. So she was using the friendship as a means to get what she wanted all this while, you understand? So that was why I made that point. So this is the door of no return. This is where they usually take the slaves through, and there'll be a ship waiting. There'll be a small boat. You take the small boat and you take them all the way to the ship. At this point, they release some people, maybe those that appear to be weaker or not strong enough to continue to trip, to wherever they are going to serve when they travel. Well, it's a long story. But if you want to know more about this castle, you can just Google it. It's on Google. And this our tour guide, it was so good. He explained to the T. He explained so well. And at some point also, he said there was a man that even after they've abolished slave trade, that there was a man that lived in the town and still built a tunnel, like from his house. He built a way to link to these parts, and he was still doing black market for slaves. He was still selling slaves in the black market. The guy must have been very serious with this business. All right, guys, this is the end of my vlog. I'm just going to insert a jam right here. Bye.